Hi everybody, welcome to another Derek Does. Today, we're doing this. Hi everybody, welcome back to another Derek Does. And today, we're gonna do it on the US military, mostly the US Air Force, but the Navy also has it. Also the US Army has it too, I guess now. The MA-1 Intermediate Flight Jacket. And this is what I'm wearing today. This one is my personal one. It's a size medium. It's made by Alpha Industries. And I believe, I'm not positive, but I think it's from like 82, early 80s, late 70s, in that range. I've had a bunch of these jackets over the years in multiple colors, multiple sizes. They used to be really easy to find. You go to any thrift store and there'll be one of these are hanging up. Now you can't really find the military ones as much. You can find the civilian knockoff ones, which are just kind of the cheap mall jackets that look like this, but this was an actual military one. The military ones are the one you want, and I'll show you what to look for and how to find a real one as opposed to a copy of one. But today we're going to do it on the MA-1. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe, because Derek Does, we do a lot of vintage clothing and vintage things, and you'll see. Look around, you'll find something you like. But today we're going to do it on the jacket. This particular one, like I said, was probably, I think it's from 82, judging from the tag. And I'll show you the tag and how I kind of figured that out, but maybe I was wrong on that. Usually the tags are pretty easy to read, but this one, not as easy. Somewhere in there I must be missing it or something along that line. It's a green sage, but it's kind of like a faded sage, I think. This one's an actual Air Force version. Like I said, this was Alpha Industries. The jackets came out right after World War II, like in the late 40s, but I think they just first got issued in 1950. And then they moved on, and then were issued, I think, for probably up until the 90s, until the Nomex ones came out. I think that kind of replaced these for flight, because they're fireproof, and this one's not fireproof. It's nylon. So it's a nylon jacket, and if you notice, it has this orange lining, and I'll talk about that too when we take a look at it. Basically, it's the exact same jacket here, but if you reverse it, it's an orange jacket, and that is for a downed pilot. So it's green, so they can hide in the bush, assuming it's during the summer where there's green, but they can hide that, and if they need to get rescued, you reverse the jacket, and now it's a bright orange jacket, and it's easy to see on the ground. So that's why they have it like that. If I remember, the early ones did not have the orange on the inside. That was a later thing, probably, I'm assuming right around the late 60s, when during Vietnam they decided, maybe in Korea though, I don't know, that, put in the comments if you know, I don't know. I'm not an expert on these, I just know some stuff. I pick stuff up, and I've had stuff for years. This jacket I've had for years. Again, it's a medium. As you can see, it's a little short in the arms, but when I go to the large, the jacket gets just a little too much all over. But over the years, like I said, I've had tons of these. They used to be really easy to find, and they're not so easy to find anymore. So if you find one, pick it up, because someone else is going to pick it up after you, and if you go back, it's going to be gone. Especially if it's a good price. You know, if it's 20 bucks or $14 or something like that at a thrift store, buy it. If it's 100 plus, think about it. Because then you're getting into kind of like if you're just going to buy one off eBay or something along that nature. But how about I'll go to some close-ups and we can take some looks at the jacket. I'll just wear it like this first so you can see. It sits right at the waist. And of course, this is a medium, and I'm about a 42 in the chest right now. The shoulders fit right on where they should. Again, the arms are a little short, and then to zip it up, up it goes. And then you also have two hand warmer pockets, which are very convenient. These are like just great jackets to wear as just a jacket, because it really has everything you're looking for. It's lightweight, but yet it's quilted, so it keeps you warm. It's kind of windproof, kind of waterproof, to a point. There's no collar to get in the way. You can easily shove it into a bag or your car or just carry it around. It's not heavy and it looks great. Again, I'm going to go off this and do some close-ups and you can kind of take a look at the jacket. So here's my jacket. I only have one of these right now. Again, I've had many in the past, and if I find another one, of course, I'll pick it up. But as you can see, it's this green nylon, and then also has green, these are wool cuffs, or maybe a blend at this era. The earlier ones would be wool. You have a side pocket that you really is made for cigarettes. But you can put your it has holes here to put pens, and sometimes you'll find there's actually the old pen caps along here to keep the pens from poking all the way through. So if you ever find a jacket that has these little plastic pieces you can't quite get out, leave them in, because that is actually part of the jacket and it's used to keep pens from going all the way through, or pencils, but that's what it's for. It has 2 flap pockets, so you can still put stuff in your pocket and close it up and it'll stay put. And of course this one has a lot of my stuff. It's been repaired. It had a rip in it, but that's fixed now. Zipper wise, it has a nice aluminum zipper. You can see it's an ideal, and it's a double zipper because I told you this jacket is reversible. So they put a nice double zipper on it. That's probably the original pull on it. Zipper works fine. Newer jackets might have the plastic zippers, kind of like the M65s. I'm not positive, but this one's an older one, and of course it does have the aluminum zipper. It has a wind flap built into it. It's also quilted. It's not just a flap. And then on the other side, you can see there's no pulls or anything to pull this in, but you can see it's tailored so it comes to a V, and then even the shoulders, they pull it in to a V, and then has a wool collar at the top just to keep the wind out and keep you comfortable. Now on the inside, as I said, it's all orange, but you see it has pockets just like the outside. So it's exactly the same jacket, just in reverse and in orange. And of course there's no flap pockets. These are just slit pockets with a little thing, because majority you would wear it this way. Then it also has a tab to hang it up with. But you can see it's completely orange, and like I showed you, if you saw, even on the inside, so even the sleeves are orange. The whole thing's orange on the inside. I've never actually seen anyone wear it orange, but that might be a cool thing to do because nobody else is doing it. Why not go orange? You'd be definitely seen. Now I'm going to show you the tag. I'll put this down flat so I can show you easier. So in the left pocket of every flight jacket like this, you are going to find the actual tag to the jacket. And here you can see the actual tag. So they call it a Jacket Flyers Man Intermediate MA-1. This is a size medium, and it's made by Alpha Industries in Knoxville. They've been making this jacket since, I think, the 50s. This is kind of their bread and butter. But they also make a whole bunch of other jackets, and they still make this jacket today in a non-military form. And I'll put a link down below that you can actually pick one of these up. I think Amazon has them. But the shell and the shell's nylon, and the lining's nylon or polyester fill. And you can see made in the USA still. This is why I'm thinking this is 1982, because of that. It's the Mill 82J and then the 790. Normally it used to be over here would be the year, but I'm not seeing it, as you can see there. But that's the contract and the stock number. They even put TM on it, so I'm thinking perhaps this might be a newer one since they trademarked that. You could tell me below if I'm wrong. This actually might even be from 2000, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But maybe it is with that 00. Let me know in the comments below, because I bought it used, and that's just kind of how it's been. And as you can see here too, it's an ideal. The modern ones aren't ideal. They are all called It's actually stamped. It looks like this, but it'll be stamped Alpha. Alpha makes their own zippers, or has their own zippers made for them. So this is an actual military one because it actually is an ideal that I'm sure all the other manufacturer jackets have different zippers on them, like a Talon there's a whole bunch of zippers out there. But this one has ideal. So there you have the MA-1 flight jacket. If you don't have one of these in your collection, you probably should if you have room for it. It's a great fall jacket, even winter if it's not too cold. It's just a really good, it's just a great jacket. It looks great with jeans or anything. I wouldn't wear it with a suit, obviously, but more of a leather jacket could probably handle that more than this. This is definitely more of a casual jacket, but it's just a great jacket. It's actually quite warm. I just wish the sleeves were just a smidgen longer. They might have a long version. These might come in like a lot of the military stuff where it might be a medium long. Maybe I need that. I'll just have to live with the longer waist. That's the curse of having long arms. If you have them, you know what I mean. This is it. I'll show you again. This is kind of like back. Get an idea again. This is, again, the MA-1 Intermediate Flight Jacket. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe, comment, like, let me know if you have one, or if you want one, check below and you could probably get one. Also check eBay, check your thrift store, check all the places. You're gonna see these around now that if you don't know about them, now you know about them. You're gonna see a lot of celebrities wearing them. Everybody wears these jackets. They're just really popular. But again, you want to go with a real military one, not a mall version made by, if it's a company you've heard of that doesn't make military jackets, then probably don't get it. I mean, unless you really have to get it, but these are the ones you want. So anyway, I'll see you on the next Derek Does.